Many of the greatest of them are found in times of challenge, and in many in our business community right now discovering exactly that. As our economy rebounds from the shock of the pandemic, marketers are pushing to build relationships and also clearly to find new customers. Business Weekend this week spoke to some of Australia's top marketers to find out how they're approaching the challenge of holding and building their customer base.
Yeah, it's been very challenging. There was a lot of noise out in the market, and we, as a business and a strategy, we really wanted to dial up the level of communication that we had with our clients. We did that across 3 levels. The first was providing Bell Potter research to all of our clients, not just the ones that were trading with us. The second thing that we wanted to do is to change the direction of our commentary to just be a real calming voice out there in the market to help clients navigate all the negative messages that they're receiving. And the third thing that we did was is try to encourage clients to really stay focused on their own financial objectives and not lose term of some of the short-term noise that was going on.
We had been busier than ever. However, what we needed to do was really switch out our 2019 marketing strategy a little bit and move it into a 2020 COVID or pandemic style marketing. So the challenges that we were facing then was a really quick change, or I guess the word of 2020, a quick pivot into the new marketing or a different style of marketing with different consumer needs and a different market that we're working in. So the challenges for us were probably a little bit more on the excitement front and how do we do this quickly and how do we, but at a sensitive time as well.
The biggest challenges we found in the business were aligning customer demand with supply, and our supply is really the sales centre, so the ability to market and align our headcount and sales at the same time was certainly a challenge.
I wouldn't say it's been challenging, it's just been difficult to actually predict. We didn't know what was coming around the next corner, so in terms of actually trying to make the right choices at the right time has kind of been our biggest, call it, interesting challenge during the year. We couldn't do much out of home because people weren't, on the road anymore. People didn't go to cinemas, so we had to redirect our spend. And actually, what we saw was people returning back to more traditional media. TV, radio, print was going up. We also saw, of course, an explosion in digital, and also special channels like podcasts were actually gaining ground as well. So yes, we did actually make big changes and accommodate, actually just have relevant messages where our customer base was.
Our focus has largely been on finance audiences to help us build trust and engagement within these environments. TV forms an integral part of our above-the-line strategy. It helps drive awareness and consideration. We know that TV audiences are more engaged when they're watching video content, and so we're aware of that, and that will continue into the future.
Look, TV is big for us. We're sort of heartland Australia. The Aussie brand always has been, and the Aussie brand will continue to be. We're national, so we're national, we're regional, we're metro. So it's really important for us to be able to capture all those audiences, and TV still does that for us, particularly in the news segments, both morning and evening, and that, to be honest, during COVID, everyone was glued to those segments. So that for us is a great way to connect, and going forward, it's working for us, and so we'll look to continue on that path.
Our marketing spend, we optimise by ROI, so whether it's by channel, by campaign, or the verticals we're marketing to directly, we're constantly trying to balance out the ROI performance. So if we see one channel performing above the other, we'll put more resource into it, and conversely, if we see a channel underperforming, we'll reduce the spend. So we don't have one particular channel that's outperformed the others as such. So it's about constantly monitoring and analysing the performance of each channel, campaign and vertical we're marketing in. So it's an interesting business because we compete in so many different markets.
We're very optimistic. So we think that the COVID crisis has forced a lot of Australians to be more engaged with their finances, and we see that as a very good thing. In terms of our focus, we're going to be focused on investor education. That's next year and beyond. We're going to help Australians be better off. We're going to help them build better investment portfolios as they craft their investment strategies into the future.
I would say cautiously optimistic. The economic rebound has been better than most people expected, but at the same time we know we're getting off JobKeeper. We also know that we're getting off the loan deferral program. So before we actually see the impact of that, I would say cautiously optimistic.
I would see it really optimistic for us. Our brand has never been better. Our marketing team has never been better, and the opportunity out there is just waiting for us.
And really the mantra is getting the top line back into growth. So we're certainly excited about the future and the business conditions we face going forward, and FY22 should be a significant year for this business.